And I went on to verse 3, and he said, for I was my father's son, tender and only beloved in the sight of my mother. I can mess with that for a little while, but I'm going to leave that alone. Verse 4 says, and he taught me also, and said unto me, let thy heart retain my words, keep my commandments, and live. Come on and say, it's time to live.
It's time to live.
Many times in our life, amen, in our walk, amen, we've been just existing.
Yeah, all right now.
And we ain't learned how to really live in the fullness of God. Y'all know my testimony, amen. I came from selling drugs and using drugs, and amen, and I thought that was the life. And when you turn on the radio, amen, to 96.7, amen, you hear everybody talk about a life. But they ain't talking about the right life.
All right.
Amen. But until I found Jesus,
All right.
amen, I learned how to live. Amen. Because I listen to a lot of my young brothers out there, and amen, they talk about the life, thugging, and how much drugs and how much dope you can sell, and how many women you can lay with. Amen. And I'm the man, and I'm this, and I'm that. And how many times you went to jail and where you went to jail at. It sounds like a sad story to me, though. Amen. Don't sound like the right life. Amen. Because the enemy is not going to tell you what's going to happen in that life. You're going to get busted. You're going to go to jail. You either going to rape somebody or be raped. Or you're going to be out there laying with everybody and you subject to catch HIV or AIDS and certainly die. But the Bible says if you keep the commandments and live. But in verse 5, he say, get wisdom. Yes. Get understanding. Come on, say understanding. Understanding. Forget it not, neither decline from the words of my mouth. Verse 6, say, forsake her not, and she shall preserve thee. Love her, and she shall keep thee. Here we go. Verse 7, wisdom is a principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get an understanding. Come on, say understanding. Understanding. Verse 8, say, exalt her, and she shall promote thee. And she shall bring thee honor when thou embrace her. She shall give to thy head an ornament of grace, and a crown of glory she shall deliver to thee. Here, come on, say here. Here. Amen. I remember the old mother used to say, listen, 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 listen. My son, and receive my saying, and thy years and thy life shall be many. And I was sitting there and I was looking at the word understand. And the problem is a lot of times that I've seen with society today, that's the problem that we have a lot of misunderstanding. And if you don't get the proper understanding, a lot of times understanding can cause you to gain an attitude. And amen, what are you gaining an attitude for? Because you don't have the right understanding. Right now in society, most of y'all or everybody that done went through something always had the question to say, why am I going through? Why is this happening? Why is that happening? Because the simple fact is a lot of times we don't have the right understanding. Husbands in the home and wife in the home, and they're fussing at each other and almost about to separate and fall out because they don't have the right understanding.
Amen.
Understanding. And I looked at the word understanding, and it denotes that the mind, the thought, is understanding. But if we don't get the proper right mindset of knowledge, we would miss understand. For the Bible tells me, amen, my people perish for the lack of knowledge. Simply being misunderstood. And I looked at it and it said, it is the mind, the intellect. Understanding is that it is part of the human system, the intelligent thought, and it is designed for you to know something. Amen. But if you don't seek for understanding, amen, God, you will misinterpret a lot of things. And I took this little simple illustration that I had that all of us is at a bus stop. And we waiting on a bus to come. And it began to pour down raining. And the bus stop just happened to have a shelter open. And we all crowd into the bus stop just to get away from the rain. But done got in front of somebody that I don't know who I done got in front of. And I can feel this thing just hitting me on the leg. And it's jugging at my leg. And all of a sudden now I'm getting mad because I keep feeling this thing jugging my leg. And now I'm getting mad now. Who this here keep hitting me? I know it's crowded in here, but somebody just keep poking at my leg. And now, because I don't understand what's going on behind me, I'm getting an attitude. Y'all know how some of y'all get when you get mad when some people you feel like they just doing you wrong. They talking about you, telling lies on you. Why do you get mad with somebody telling a lie on you? Is it that it's the truth? Why get mad at a lie? But anyway, this thing is poking me in my leg, and now I done got so mad. We packed in there, and I squeezed and I turned myself around, and it's a little old lady that's blind with a cane. And all of a sudden, when I seen who it was and what was wrong, my attitude came back down. Because I got an understanding now that she was blind and she trying to make sure she feel her way before everybody press out of there. But she keep poking me in my leg with her cane. But once I understood what was going on, amen, my attitude began to cease. But they sung the old song in the church, by and by, when the morning comes. All of the saints are gathered to go home. We would tell the story how we overcome. And we will understand it better by. How many of y'all done growed up right now, amen, done made some bad decisions, done some things that you ought not to done, but yet since you done got a little older now, you understand why I had to go through because I made some bad understanding. And when I looked at the word doctrine, amen, and it talked about teaching, amen, and the many times that we've come to church, amen, I seen it Thursday night. We was talking about attitude. Why do we get an attitude? Why do we have attitude? And as we was teaching, amen, God was sharing something in the word with us, but before we can even close out, there was attitude. Are we just hearing the word and not being doers of the word? A lot of times we miss what God is really saying to us because we really is not taking in the understanding. Understanding is a key part in our walk with God. Amen. For the Bible let us know He's long-suffering. He is kind. He is patient. Amen. We have to take on those same attributes and apply them to our life. Amen. But if you don't ever apply them, amen, you will find yourself alone.